everybody. Welcome to another episode of Adjusting Success. I'm Dr. Enrico Dolcecore, and this week we're going to go through developing your brand. Whether you're new to business or been doing it for 30 years, revisiting your brand is always a great way to boost focus within the office, focus within your business, and actually attract new clients by repurposing yourself. So, we're going to talk about focusing your brand and building it from the ground up. This could be great, especially in the social media phase that we're in right now. Over the last 10 years, is we build and we amplify our presence on social media, and it can be absolutely killer to have a great brand present across all mediums. So that's what we're going to go through today. I'm going to use some Simon Sinek stuff. If you've ever read his books or watched his TED Talks, he's got some great stuff there. So if anything sounds familiar, it's probably because I watched his stuff. I'm just sharing to the Marketing 101 group because that's the group that engages the most. And here on the YouTube channel, these are saved every Monday night. Next week is Labor Day, so we won't be doing it next week because I'll be traveling, but that's okay. But we're doing it this week. So your brand, so important to talk about brand and work from it, and knowing your why, your how, and your what, and how that permeates everything digital, everything social media, everything brand, everything marketing. This is why you're listening. I know it's marketing, how to attract new clients, and it's really working from the outside in: what, how, and why. Why being the most important thing. So everyone knows what they do. It's very easy when you pull someone aside on the weekend and they ask you, "Hey, by the way, what do you do?" You can spurt out what you do in under 3 seconds, and it's because you just explain the what you do. Or you might just say something: "I'm a police officer," or "I'm a chiropractor," or "I'm a doctor." Whatever it may be, it will ask more questions, and usually it's the intriguing part of how you do what you do for most people, but it's the why that drives everything. But cleaning up all three of these, the what, the how, and the why, can really define your brand for the rest of your business's life. So it's really important to do this and do this task. It can take 20 minutes to do this, and you'll find yourself working on the why the most. But when you try to portray yourself in social media and get a brand going, it's by repeating these three steps over and over again. It's like the matrix. It's like you go into social media explaining what you do, then you explain how you do it, and then you explain why you do it. So when you're trying to build a brand, let's say you're trying to build followers on Instagram, you're trying to grow this. Like, I don't know how to do this. 5, 10 years ago, people would buy. There'd be companies out there where you could buy likes or buy followers for your Instagram following and your Facebook following. Unfortunately, this was a very bad tactic because then you've got 5,000 people following you from Pakistan. So, not the best way to do it. So, finding local followers, local likes is what's best for brick and mortar practices. If you run a virtual practice, well, you got a broader scope of audience where you could do this, but this tactic works. So, listen up. Start with the what of what you do and explain that on social media. So you start with what videos about what you do. And this is both personal and in business. People want to know what it is that you do day to day, the things you like, who you are, what you enjoy doing, what makes you you is what they really are interested in. That's why social media is just this death scroll of seeing people's lives of what they really do. The things that stop is what's captivating, right? Something interesting. So what you do is very interesting. So as whatever it is, whatever health professional you're in, there's so many things that you do within your industry that are super interesting, that creates great content. It's the what content that drives viewership. So spending a lot of time here and creating content on that is the best way to get started for your brand. Things like what you're doing on a day-to-day business in the office, what you do when you're looking at an x-ray, what you're doing, or how and then how you take the x-ray, and then why you take an x-ray. That's a great little 3-step process there. So you may start with like what x-rays are. and get into the science behind it. Photon energy goes through the tissue cell, and all we get is the hard mineral picture of what we see as bone, and that's what we can see on the picture. It's a 3D image. It's done, sorry, it's a digital image. It's done instantly through CD, direct imaging. We don't use cassettes anymore. We don't use film anymore. We don't use chemicals anymore. That's the what. Then how you do it is the machine that you use, how it works, how you push the button, what KVP is, what mass is, how the digital image shows up, the electronics behind it, how you set the patient up, how you measure them, why you measure them. These are the important things. And then why you do it. The why is it, why is the big purpose of what you do. So why are you doing it? Why are you looking inside the body? Why are you taking it as a chiropractor or as a dentist? Very, very easy to understand why we'd want to look at something first before doing any procedure on a tooth or a vertebra in the spine or any joint in the body. So that's a great little example of how these things work, how much content can be created on the what, how, and why. There's a perfect example. Also, what makes you you? How did you get to where you are? Whatever it may be, how do you live in the neighborhood you live in? How did you end up collecting mountain bikes? Why are you a mountain biker? Why is that your passion? How did it become your passion? And then the why you enjoy doing it. This is all great content on how it can go there, both the personal and the business brand of how this goes. And when you have multiple people working in your business, they can all touch on this, the what, how, and why of what they do. Then you got tons of content going through and building up your profile over time, passively. But it's on point and it's on brand and it's never random. So you never have to go through the writer's block of creating new content, because once you come up with an idea, boom, you've got 3 streams of media that can come out from that on the why, how, and what. Make sense? Does that make sense? So that's what we want to go. And if you haven't read Simon Sinek's book, I highly recommend it. I'm going to keep posting in here. So we're posting in the group. And then I'm just checking for any questions. So questions can pop up at any time. So I'm creating the brand video today. If you have any marketing questions, you interrupt on the live. That's what the live's all about. Nobody wants to watch me live. I mean, we're here for your questions, and your questions can really spur what we talk about next. So that's how that all goes on there. It's for the newer people in business that are interested in what and how to start a brand and what to post. These are always the best videos. But for everyone else, working on your brand is really important in getting things started. I can't find this group. Okay, we got it. There we go. Comments, questions. Perfect. We're set. So working on that, and I'll just show you, maybe I can share the picture. Pretty simple. It's 3 circles. What's on the outside, how's in the middle, and then the why is the purpose of what you do for everything in there. And this can turn into content. This can turn into viral videos. This can turn into videos that go on your YouTube channel. And then once things start winning, you can boost them. You can create ads out of them. You can really start to build your brand on this, and it can be amplified by everyone that works in your office. So hopefully that gave you a few examples. If there's any marketing questions to grow your practice, that's what Adjusting Success is all about. All of these are saved and recorded, but if you watch them later, you missed the whole Q&A. That's the whole point there. Any questions about brand, about marketing, about scaling and growth? We can take those now. Maybe I can find the picture of Simon Sinek. Let's see. Pictures, downloads. There it is. Sweet. Yeah, entire screen. Sure. You guys can see that, right? Perfect. And so that's it. So the what is, every organization knows what they do. These are the products or of what they do or the services they offer. How they do it, these are the things that make them special or set them apart from their competition. So the things you want to focus on with the how is what makes things, well, how you do things different than your competition. Remember, your competition is not exactly everyone else that does, chiropractic or dentistry or whatever it may be. It's everyone that services people in healthcare. So how are you different than, a medical doctor that may help your migraines versus a chiropractor that might help your migraines versus esthetician that does Botox to help your migraines versus a herbal medicine, natural health food store that says they help migraines, and the list goes on and on and on. That's what makes you unique. And the why is that very few organizations know why they do what they do. Field chiropractors and healthcare service professionals do. They have a more of a purpose, but why is not about making money. It's that it's a result. Why is a purpose, cause, or belief? It's the very reason your organization exists. I love that so, so much. It's the reason why you guys do what you do. It's the reason why your team shows up every day to help do what you do. You think they're coming there for a paycheck, but trust me, there's so many other jobs out there that they could go and do, but they show up for you each and every time because of the why. They love what it is, they love how you do it, and they love your mission of why you do it. And if they can get involved in that mission, it's absolutely fantastic. So the mission and the purpose and the vision in your business plays a huge role. It creates an identity. Identity is different than brand, and brand is different than marketing. So having an identity is how the community views you. Having a brand is how a community sees you. You say, well, Enrico, that's the same thing. Not true. Having an identity is who you are. It's how you breathe, walk, and talk, what you do. And then the brand is how it emulates across, what people see across in your community. So getting these things straight can clean up so much marketing and clean up so much marketing dollars and cost you so much less to get your purpose across. So the more niche you are in what you do can be a huge marketing, unique selling proposition for your business. So being extremely unique in what you do, narrowing down specifically what you do, you can do lots of things, but maybe have one big purpose, right? Or you can do one thing and still serve a huge purpose, but do that one thing so, so good. So I love this so much. Been focusing, and I always revisit this. And I just, yeah, I love it. It's absolutely fantastic to work on that together. Perfect. So there you go. I'm sharing that. That's saved now on the video. That is great. Back to me. So any questions that you guys have about anything marketing, I'd love to answer them for you. Every Monday we are here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, to answer questions. So set it up on your reminders on your phone. If you're part of the groups, you'll get the notifications inside the groups of the Marketing 101 group, but that's your chance to ask any questions you have about anything: Facebook ads, TikTok, Google, search engine optimization, marketing, scaling, growth, whatever it may be. If I have an answer, I'll give it to you. If I don't, we'll figure it out together. Great. Every Monday night, work on your brand. Maybe listen to Simon Sinek's TED Talks. It's probably going to be quicker for you. He's got the books out there. Oh, what's it? The Golden Circle is his theory of what, and what he does. And it's Start with Why by Simon Sinek. Great book. Get it on Amazon or listen to the audiobook and listen to how he explains it. He does such a great job with this. It's what got him on the map and what made him popular on the why, how, and what. But it pretty much permeates everything you do in business and in service. So really important there. No real updates for you here in August as far as Google or Meta. They did have tons in April and July. You can go back and watch some of those videos. Otherwise, marketing is just being patient, cultivating the leads that you get. There is no such thing as a bad lead. Everyone's information is absolutely fantastic. There's so many ways to reach them afterwards from text and emails. Make sure you're repeating that entire system. And then once you get these systems in place, you can delegate this work to someone in your team or hire someone specific to do it. That's how most medium-sized businesses launch and scale and grow, and how you can too. So every Monday night. Next week is Labor Day. We won't be doing this, but we'll be back every Monday night afterwards until Christmas. So that's fantastic. But yeah, reach out anytime. If you leave a comment afterwards, if you watch these videos in the future, I get the notification. I will answer them right there in the comments for you or catch you within one of our groups and DM you there. Otherwise, have a great week. Enjoy the long weekend next week and have a fantastic rest of August.